point after by Leemo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Leemo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 77 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nice. Bit off a pretty decent game.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Hey, we got three. Three down. Mike 9. Mike. Go. Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, Delta. Let's go deep, tighten up. Now.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, Sam up. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 9. Slam. Check 99. Check.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the turnover, here's Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Shark calls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence flushed out right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A Line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run. Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Leemo to add on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all mounted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll run with ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Leemo on for the extra point. It's up and good. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty. But now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's second down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. On the return, Andy Isabella. And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray flushed out right. And Daniels has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Murray getting this complete to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Andy Isabella, 51 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for him with Connor. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run here with Connor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Murray's going to set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Murray. Caught left side Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dwayne Smoot, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Baker with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack result.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Jacob Hollister. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lawrence to Jones. 1st down, Jacksonville. Points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to throw. This complete to Jones. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give to Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And Lambo will put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it now with Robinson. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's fake.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Here's Etienne. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Shart's got it, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish. And as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.